Crime 5. So, you're the ambulance men?
That's right. We were called out tonight to a roadside accident. A young woman was lying there, obviously run over by a car.
Any bystanders?
None, Inspector. It's a lonely little bypass. A voice on the phone directed us, but he wasn't there when we arrived.
Sounds like a hit and run.
It wasn't, sir. That's why I've come to see you.
No? Go ahead.
Well, my driver and I picked her up, and suddenly we noticed a peculiar thing. There was no blood anywhere, on the clothes or on the road. She was dead, of course.
Yeah. You're assuming from the absence of blood that she died previously, somewhere that was not that particular spot.
Oh, that's what I thought. Then another strange thing.
Yeah?
She had definitely been run over by a car. The dusty tyre marks were all across her frock.
Run over, eh?
So my pal and I thought it was sufficiently suspicious to report the facts.
Yes, very right. You sense foul play.
We both did. That girl wasn't killed on that spot. She had a shocking head wound, but no blood. She died elsewhere.
Any identification?
None.
All right, let's have a detailed description, clothes, appearance, height, etc. Move her at once to the cottage hospital, a private room. They won't like it, but it'll only be for a few hours at the most. Tell them I insist on it, and I'll arrange a broadcast call. I think my plan will work. Matron, I'll sit here. Yes, I know she's dead, so all the proprieties are cared for. Now, all you've got to do is to issue orders that no one is to use that corridor unless an emergency occurs, which I hope will not happen. Now, be off with you. I'll settle myself in this chair and see what the night brings forth. Now, good night and thanks. I'll just put out the light. Stand still, you. I'll put some light on the subject.
Huh? Oh, I heard the broadcast. I just came to see if this girl was my wife. Blair's the name.
Do you have to visit a sick wife carrying a tire lever? Now, give me that. Yeah, it's got you. You and I are going places.
Well, from my flat next door, Inspector, I'd listened to hundreds of rows from Mr. and Mrs. Blair. Hammer and tongs it used to be. Then last night was a real ding-dong. In the bathroom of all places.
Well, we'll look at that bathroom soon. Well, what happened then, Mrs. Sweeney? Did you hear anything more?
Only that she yelled out, "Don't you come near me." Then later, I reckon they sort of made it up, 'cause they suddenly went quiet. And later, the door opened, and they seemed to go into the sitting room. Then about 20 minutes later, Mr. Blair, he called out he was going for a drive. I reckon they'd had a few too, 'cause I just peeped out of my room, and he was sort of holding her up as they went to the car.
Thank you, Mrs. Sweeney. I'll be coming back. In the meantime, I'll hold Blair for the murder of his wife. Well, Blair, how very easily you fell into the trap.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I broadcast that your wife was only seriously injured. She might recover and blow the works. You got into the hospital and, as I saw, intended to finish the job with a tire lever to stop her talking. The ambulance men's evidence, too, was that very few pedestrians are literally run over. The impact generally throws the victim forward or sideways. Your wife's frock bore dusty tire marks, as showing the wheels went over her. Now, my last point. Your wife didn't dress herself after her bath. She couldn't. She was dead.